John, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the opportunity to be here with you today. Let me begin, of course, by congratulating all of those who are receiving awards today. The achievements are quite literally outstanding, and it's right that we are celebrating them, because at the same time we are celebrating many thousands of others who are struggling today far away from this setting, people who have struggled for over 60 years to bring the vision of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights closer to reality in every part of our world. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights is, I would sense, one of clearly the most significant and important documents of the whole of the 20th century. The 60th anniversary of the Declaration provides an opportunity for all of us to reflect upon the change it has brought to the world, and also clearly to consider, as we've heard already today, what more needs to be done. Despite the world being polarised during the 60 or so years of the Cold War, the Declaration helped generate a valuable consensus on the overriding importance of human rights. Of course, the world today, in the early part of the 21st century, faces new challenges, such as climate change, with the Poznan conference this week, the financial crisis that we're all living through, and tragically continuing conflict. But I believe the Declaration continues to provide a firm foundation for the world to rise to each of these challenges. Human rights are, of course, absolutely central to the British government's approach to tackling global poverty and to the achievement of the Millennium Development Goals, and therefore it was a great pleasure for me on a personal basis as Secretary of State to accept the invitation extended to me to be with you today. Because in reality, how can we talk about human rights for those stillborn and squalor, for those children who never receive a meaningful education, for those children who we see die for lack of a basic healthcare system? And how can we talk about human rights for those whose governments allow them today no voice in the decisions which affect all of their lives? That's why my department, the Department for International Development, will be keeping human rights at the very forefront of our work to tackle global poverty in the years ahead. And that's why DFID so values our partnership with International Service and others who work to empower people to claim their rights. On behalf of not just the Department for International Development, but the whole of the British Government, can I thank you for your attendance here today. Can I say it's been an honour for me to be able to speak briefly amidst the ongoing awards ceremony. And let me just conclude where I began by thanking you for the work that you've done, the service that you've given, and the difference that you continue to make in so many parts of the world. Thank you very much indeed.